You all right?
Yes. How are you?
I'm good.
Great.
Hey, Deirdre.
Sorry, I was saying hey, but I was on mute.
You all right?
Yeah, well, yeah, yesterday I went to bed, I think at 9, because the night before I slept terribly.
That's not good. Did you sleep all right last night then?
Yes, I slept better, so sorry about that, and thank you.
No, it's fine.
So do you want to show what you were talking about, the problem you were having?
So to be honest, I forgot. I was trying to insert a row to my table, the one with clothes, and then at the end of the day I did. But yeah, so I don't know what exactly was not working, but I have one question.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen. So for example, can you insert a row? So okay, actually I have two questions.
Yeah.
So I was trying to insert a row with like additional one. And for my understanding, and I may be absolutely wrong, we don't need to say like 10, 11, it should add automatically, no?
It depends. So if you go in the structure tab, here it tells you how it was defined. And you see there is the first field, the primary key, and it says auto increment. But if there was no auto increment, then it wouldn't automatically increment it. But in this case, yeah, it's true.
But it was not working for me. So if I want to insert additional row,
yeah,
if I can use this one, insert.
Yeah.
So I was trying that. So if I understand correctly, so this part I should not be touching, it just tells me.
Yeah.
And then so let's say I insert, so that's what was not working for me. Let's say I insert
these are string values, you need to put them into single quotes.
Okay. And I think I tried both ways and it's still...
The first one is actually an integer, so you may not use the single quotes, but it's gonna work with single quotes as well. The other ones, because they are strings, you have to use the single quotes. See, this one is not a string, so if you want, you could not use the single quotes.
Okay, and owner ID. So my question is, if I would not add anything, like if I would remove here ID and 11 right here, would it insert still?
I think so.
Okay, so let's try to remove. So let's try this way.
Yeah.
Because for me, it didn't work. It's working now. I was sure about that.
Okay, so now edit.
So now I don't know what did I do wrong back then.
Try another one.
I think I did exactly the same. Okay, anyway, edit. Okay, so let's try without.
Yeah.
And I should. It does work. Okay. So I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I have a question. So for example, I want to insert something between dress and head.
Well, you can't, like there is no free ID. They are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there is no.
Okay, so there is no way.
Well,
you could insert a 10.
You can, yeah.
Yeah. Why does it miss 10? So I added 11. Okay, but
because it always.
There is no way. Like for example, there is no way to. If I want to insert something here, and I want it automatically correct the rest of numbers.
You would have to go
You can.
up,
Let me say something. So you
Okay.
databases don't really work this way. Like it doesn't matter where things are, right? Why do you care if you put something at the top or at the bottom? Databases are good because you can query, and when you do a query, you can order by ID, you can order alphabetically by title, you can order by price. So it's actually when you do the query that you say how you want things to be ordered. So what you are asking is something that people never do in databases because there is really no need for that.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what
So
I mean?
maybe. Yeah, I understand that. Okay. Yeah, so that's what I don't know. I think I was doing exactly the same thing like here, but it didn't work for me. So I have no idea. Next time I will write it down what was not working.
I don't know, but maybe you used an ID that was busy or something like that. I don't know. Or there was, I mean, when there is an error, usually.
I was getting an error or something like, for example, in this case, it would tell me value trainers unknown column or something like that, and I couldn't understand why.
Well, maybe one of the column names was wrong, something like that. But I mean, if we don't have the error, we can say. So
yeah, okay, that's fine. Next time I'll write down.
Okay, Luna, do you need to ask me anything?
No, I'll be honest, I haven't actually even had a chance to look at it since we did it last time around. So
okay, that's fine. So if you stop sharing, and I'll share my screen. So I was having a look at this stuff that you sent, you know, that we could use some data, right? But this stuff, there isn't really a lot. Like if I open this CSV, it's literally whatever I can see here. It's really very small.
what you could do, Antonio, is because I literally just picked on that one just to go in and see what kind of formats they're in. You could literally just go back to the main table of content, and then it comes up with loads of different things, if you want it.
Like here?
So if you literally go to like just the Office for National Statistics, just to the main web page.
This one?
Yeah, and then literally there's loads of different things that you can look at. I use it for some indexation figures that we use for some reporting, for example. So that gives me like, I don't know, the last 30 years of indexation in the UK.
Okay, I want to find.
It's fairly boring stats, which is why I was trying to look at something that had different kinds of values in there, so that there was both numbers and text values and things like that.
Yeah. No, this is pretty small. But I found this. This is slightly more interesting. So this one has got all the countries, and then for each year, it has got the population from, I don't know, it's quite a few years. And I downloaded this. It's this, is that this one? No, it's not this one. This one, okay. Now, it would be interesting to query this data. The only problem is that it's quite laborious to transform this CSV into insert, because I wouldn't like to just put everything in one table. I would like to have one table called countries, which has got the country name and the country ID. So these two columns. And then another table called population, which has got 3 columns. One is country ID, one is country code, one is year, and the third one is population. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it would be nice to having those 2 tables to get back to this kind of visualization with a query. And the only problem is I'm trying to think of a way of how I can translate this into that. And yeah.
Is it a CSV file at the moment, Antonio?
Yeah, this is a CSV. That's why I was saying if we have the CSV, it's still usually a pain in the ass to translate it into SQL.
So
If I can find.
You write something.
Possibly MySQL, because we are using MySQL. World cities data. Let's see what's this one. No, this is TXT. Actually, I didn't think of checking on GitHub. I'm sure we can find something on here. This is basically, do you know what GitHub is?
No.
It's basically a collection of all the open source projects that exist in the world. So any kind of software that is open source, people usually put it on GitHub, and some of them might have a MySQL database inside, and we can just grab the data. I just need to find one that is sufficiently interesting and possibly big. Ah, come on, they're all so small. Categories. Are you also looking around?
Yeah. I am still looking at that.
The thing is, I want to find something in MySQL format.
There's something on that Office for National Statistics, something about customize my data beta website. Try our new way to get data. Our beta website allows you to filter data sets for a variety of different data sets to get just the data that you want.
Can you send me the URL so I can see?
Yeah. Sorry, just trying to find the chat.
Oh, this one looks pretty big. So in here we've got cuisine, diet, dish, which has got category ID. I guess this is ingredients. Yeah, this looks pretty good. We could try and load it and see what happens. So,
Cool.
row. Why have I been locked out? Okay, so I'll just delete these ones, right? How do I delete them? Okay. By the way, when you do operations like this, you cannot go back. This is not an important database, but let's say that you are working with an important database, you have to be careful what you do, especially if there is no automatic backup. And if there is a backup, it's usually done maybe once a day or once a week. So if you do something wrong, you might still lose some data. Okay, so now the database is clean. So import maximum 2 kilobytes. I'm hoping, yeah. No.
So this is how slow my laptop is. On my screen, you're still deleting.
Wow, okay.
Okay, that's really slow, man.
I know, my poor little laptop.
And why you're not using your work laptop for, or you don't have Zoom?
Because it's so locked down, Gidra, in terms of what I can access website-wise.
Yeah, for me too, but this one I can access. There are certain websites that we cannot access.
There's tons of websites I can't access. Like I can't access Zoom, for example.
Okay.
So it looks like it imported it with no problems. So now we have got all of this, right? I've got cuisines, category, appetizer, main course, dessert. Cuisine, then diet, dish. Wait, how many dishes do we have? Loads of them, okay. Dish to cuisine, okay, so this is what we looked at the other day. This is a many-to-many link table that it's linking a dish to a cuisine. So that means probably there are some dishes that are, they belong to more than one cuisine. Then we've got drink, Drink type, ingredients, likes, what's that? Meal. Ah, okay. Recipe.
Oh, we can even cook. Yeah.
This might be pretty useful, actually. They tell you how to cook. Okay, so a recipe, let's go.
We also have calories.
Doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
Okay, so a recipe is linked to a single dish. But it's not
dish
linked.
ID. Okay.
What I wanted to see is what is linked to ingredients. User has users. I can't see anything linking to ingredients, which is a shame.
Should be recipes, you would think.
Yeah, but doesn't look like it.
But if you go into the recipe, have you then got a link between the recipe and the ingredients?
No,
And then between,
I don't, which is disappointing. Because I wanted to do things like find me all the ingredients with cherry tomatoes. So we can't really do that. Dish to cuisine. So I've got dish to cuisine. Meal has drinks. But these are empty though. This one is full. Oh, wait a second. This is it. Used in. So this is.
What's that? Our recipe.
This is what I was looking for actually. So this is links between recipes and ingredients, which is awesome. User has nothing. Okay. So I'm gonna stop sharing. And now who wants to start?
it sounds like Deirdre should start because I started last time, didn't I?
Oh my God. How old are you? Okay. Okay, so I need to update coronavirus virus updates. Okay, so what exactly do you want me to do?
Okay, so let's say, for example, I want to find all the, let's start with recipes. I want to find all the recipes that, 1 second, that use truffle.
Okay, so I will use all the recipes that use, how does it look? Recipes, recipe. Here, no. So we have recipe name, recipe ID, and where did you see linked to this one? It was linked? Yeah, recipe ID, ingredient ID. And you want truffle. How do you know truffle is even there? Oh yeah,
number 10.
Okay. Okay, so let me check. So I have select.
At some point, we might have to close this meeting and open a new one.
Why?
Because I'm using the free version and it's only 4 minutes per meeting, but let's go, we'll see if it does, then.
Okay, I'm checking my, so you want all recipes that have truffles. So I need to select from recipe. No, from, oh shit, I have no idea. Wait, I'm looking. So wait, I leave star for now. Select from, so you want from recipe table.
Yeah.
I should select, you want recipe name, or why doesn't?
Well, for now, just do the join. Let's we'll work out later what you want to select.
Or okay.
That dot there, you don't need it.
Why?
Because the alias doesn't have dots. You need to remove that dot after.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. From recipe, join. Join with use
Lower
ID as you.
Yeah, do lowercase. Yeah.
On. So how does it look? This ingredient ID, and I have a recipe ID, and oh no, I have no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's R dot.
So I take from recipe, I take recipe ID.
Yeah.
And from ingredient, from ingredients.
No, you have named it
from use. No.
Yeah, that's it. Ingredient ID. No, sorry, recipe ID. Yeah. And now you join the other table.
Okay, right. So I join the ingredients.
The keyword, like as, it's either all uppercase or all lowercase, but it's better if it's all uppercase because it's more readable. Yeah.
Okay. So I join, and then
you need to say on what you want to join.
Gosh, on from ingredients.
No, start from the first one, which is used in.
Ingredient ID on ingredient ID.
Yeah, but so you are joining. Okay, 1 second. So you are joining used in with ingredients. So the first one is used in. So if you can respect this order in the on clause, so you first put u dot. No, line 6. Instead of doing yeah.
Okay, so you want me to start with
you.
This one?
Yeah. It actually works also the other way, but I think it's better to respect the order because it's more tidy this way.
And where?
Okay.
So now you want the ingredient of no, where? Actually, yeah, ingredients ID.
No, let's suppose that we don't know the ingredient ID. We know the name.
Name equals truffle. And should I add this?
Yeah, that's fine. So if you try and run that, it should work.
Nothing. Oh, truffles, what with the, I think it, why?
Oh, have you, no. Have you lost the code? Now you have to write it all over again. Go back.
No,
Go
I
back.
didn't lose it.
Okay.
I'm smart.
So it's
Why it doesn't,
it's capital
so
T.
it's, so, okay, so that you're supposed to know exactly what you're looking for. It's not like Google. No, still 0.
Is it because row 6, Deirdre, you've got where ingredient ID equals ingredient ID?
Yeah, something is wrong with here. So from user, from this one, I take ingredient ID.
No, it could be that nothing is using truffle.
No, it's not. No, and why would they? Okay, let's
B, I don't know.
peach. Well, I'm sure it has to, something has to be.
A capital P, right?
No, something is wrong.
Mm.
Are you sure this is correct? So we select all. From this table.
Do asparagus.
Sorry?
Do asparagus.
What?
Asparagus.
Asparagus.
You think it's okay? Okay.
So
Yeah.
asparagus.
Okay, I want to take a picture of that. So you're telling me they have no recipes with truffles?
Apparently.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. But I want you to select only the recipe data, not the other tables.
So everything from recipe. So select from select. So I should still leave star, but how? From? No.
So you want to select from recipe r dot star.
Oh, okay. So I add star here.
Yeah, without the space between the r dot and the star. No, that needs to go before the from. Sorry, the first from on line 1, you need to remove it.